Listen up. This is not like the other leagues you may be a part of. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where boys turn to men. This is where champions are born. This is the league.
By Davis and the other one by Kenyon Drake.
Lamar winding up, going deep for Bateman. He's got him! Touchdown!
Mahomes in trouble, gets away. Mahomes racing with the bad ankle and all. Inside the 20, and he's taken down. Here we go. Hurts. As all day, now some rushers come. Going to throw it as far as his arm can take it, which is well short. And the Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57.
Kirk Cousins back to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson.
On the move down the sideline and reaching up for it is George Pickens, and he hauls it in.
On the 16-yard line, Marcus Jones. Got a block from Schooler. Here he goes. He's going to try to beat the punter. He does. He's gone. And that is a touchdown. 1st and 15, Dalton. It's Kamara. Oh, he's going to take it in. He lunged. Touchdown. Touchdown, Kamara.
From the 42, can they cash in on that bad punt and good field position? Swinging out here to Shenault. Shenault down the sideline. He goes, staying inbounds, and Shenault all the way with a touchdown.
Heineke sets up, looking for Terry McLaurin against Alexander. It is caught!
Barkley. Nice cut. There he goes. Saquon to the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
He's back. Brady's under pressure. Brady's chased. Brady heaves one down the middle of the field into the end zone. A jump ball, and it's incomplete. And the ball game's over. And the Giants have won Super Bowl 46.
Welcome one, welcome all to the highly anticipated and highly prestigious Fantasy Football League, where 12 men will battle it out to take home the grand prize of, well, that's to be determined. But we will have a pot size of $1,200, so there's plenty of money to be made and plenty of souls to crush in the process. Specific details will be discussed in the group chat, including roster size, payouts, draft order, but most important of them all, punishment. Don't you dare come in last, or it will be an absolute burden on you. Now I know you're all wondering, why am I making this video? And the answer to that is simple: longevity. I want this to be the one. I want this league to be one we continue on for generations. One where our kids will ask, Dad, why do you care so much about fantasy football? And why do you care about it more than you do me? This will be a league where competition is at an all-time high, and failure is unacceptable and punishable. Maybe one day we can form beach trips for our drafts or celebrations for the league victor. But regardless, y'all better take this seriously. If you don't, you're gone. Finito. Dead to me. Now, with all that said, let me introduce you to the members who will battle it out and attempt to be crowned victors for this year's first ever version of the league. First up, we have the Boston Man, but the Ravens fan. Keep an eye out for his shop to open right when the draft concludes, maybe even prior. The trade master himself, Mr. Nick Rossini. Second on this list, we have a Panthers fan, but when their season inevitably goes to shit, he's a born-again Bills fan. Don't let that sway you, though, because his fantasy knowledge is up there with the best of us, Mr. Matt Borello. In a similar situation, we have another Panthers fan with a safety net, one who will count on the Patriots when the Panthers disappoint. But again, a fantasy connoisseur, Mr. Zach Durham. Lastly, in the Panthers department, we have a man who is sneaky good at fantasy football. You'll better watch out for this guy because he's just as good at his fantasy craft as he is being a fan of the Carolina Panthers. That's right, No backup option for this guy, and he goes by the name of Mr. TJ Weiss. The next man needs no introduction because no one fucking cares about his fucking Philadelphia Eagles. He's on the cutting board for getting kicked out of the league next year because of his poor choice of fandom, but hey, he's here for a good time, not a long time. Mr. Jack Fuhrer. Following that, we have a genuine Patriots fan who will argue their greatness until the end of days, even if he doesn't have all the information. Regardless though, he'll make you cry on Sunday night if you're unlucky enough to play him that week. So, introducing Mr. Connor Clifton. And the man who knows more football than any of us, but can't seem to win a single fantasy season, so it doesn't matter. The man who makes horrible trades with a cousin of mine to be mentioned shortly. The diehard Patriots fan, my brother, Mr. Sean Rosenthal. Next up, we have a pair of Saints fans, equally as diehard, and equally as depressed about their team. This man finds his way into the fantasy football playoffs just about every year. He is my blood, so he will be mentioned first, Mr. Miles Harris-Home. The other unfortunate Saints fan, a man who needs no introduction because he won't be relevant by the end of the fantasy year, so you might as well forget about him now, my good friend, Mr. Joel Thunderthill. Continuing on, we have the lonesome Command Redskins fan, my former roommate and NFC East competitor, the man with a plan who will ruin your Sundays, Mr. Tyler Couture. Next up is Ryan. Just kidding. How can I hate on the only other Giants fan in this league? Ryan's the GOAT for coming to terms with Big Blue, and he's here to stay. His fantasy knowledge may struggle a little bit, but his fandom is unmatched. Introducing my brother, Mr. Ryan Rosenthal. And last, but definitely not least, your commissioner and future league champion, me, Justin Rosenthal. And I just have one last thing to say. The New York Football Giants are going to be world champions by the end of this year. You heard it here first. May the odds be ever in your favor, and let's have a great season for the first ever year for the league.
It's a 16 buff in the dark.